All right. Settle down. Come on in. But don't touch anything. Don't look at anything. And certainly do not be breaking stuff. But I've got my bottles laid out for my 2020 haul video. I'm going to do a haul. I haven't done a haul. It's been forever. It's probably been years since I've done a haul video, but I'm going to do my haul for 2020. These are all the bottles I've laid out. So this is probably one of the smaller hauls I've had in years. Probably going back 6 or 7 years, if I remember correctly. But you see a lot of the Dior's there and the L'Artisans that I shared with you throughout the months. I'll go a little bit deeper in the haul video, but I just got them out here. I'm starting to sort them out and work on the next video. But today we're going to do fragrance of the week. I've got them all laid out here. And I did something a little bit different this week. Instead of choosing my fragrance the morning of, I chose 7 fragrances the week before, and so the morning of, I chose from those 7 what I was going to wear for that day. And this is what we've got. These are actually 6, but these are the ones that I enjoyed the most, and I'll give you my favorite. But wore Coco, love Coco in this weather in Toronto. It's really nippy and chilly, and it's bone chilling, and this works for me. Very balsamic, floral. It's just nice and warm and cozy and loud, and it works. You know, balmy, kind of leathery, incensey. It's just got a lot going on. It's just the classic Coco, also very waxy and cosmetic-y, with a huge hit of rose, beautiful rose. I get an abundance of roses in here, but love wearing Coco in this cold Toronto weather. Wear Wama Studio, and I enjoy this immensely. I feel like I talked about this in the video recently, the same as Songe d'un Bois d'été, but very spicy, very woody, smoky, incensey, churchy. Weirdly, it reminds me of Chanel's newest Le Lion, and just they got a lot of similar nuances. Like I said, a lot of smoke, a lot of wood, incense, that kind of thing. But this works for me. I like it. There's times where it does challenge me a little bit with that spicy cumin. Can come off a little bit sweaty, but I typically like those kind of things. Here's Iris Torrefi, wore that. I do like this a lot, even in the moments where I feel it's a little bit too slow for me and I'd like a little bit more action. It's a really beautiful rose. Iris, sorry, nice dry iris. Kind of bready, yeasty, rooty. It's got nice complementary notes. This is all about the iris, so it's got that lipstick, it's got that leather, nice supporting coffee, textured resinous, smoky coffee. It's also got that tea. I'm starting to notice that tea. It's the same tea note they used in Neroli Out Renoir. So really nice. I like this, and I think it's going to be better suited in warmer weather, but really nice iris. Love my irises. Here's an interesting one, for the reason that I like it a lot, and I also don't like myself for liking it so much. And the reason being is I can sense the abundance of synthetic compounds used in this perfume, especially in the dry down. And it's just this makeup of ambroxan and some kind of amber extreme or timber silk or whatever it is. I don't know who made this, Firmenich or Givaudan, or who's behind the house that's behind this. I know it was Natalie Lorson that created it. I also see a little bit of another 13 in here, like the synthetics use. They kind of reflect each other, but I like it for its leather accord. It's got a really nice, smoky, salty, queer leather that's mostly birch and patchouli. It's a lot less noticeable than the combination used in Patchouli 24, but it's there. It's spicy. I'm sensing green cardamom, green earthy cardamom, but there's also a nice smoky, dry, woody vetiver in the base. And again, it's got a lot of those amber qualities. I'm trying to get past that, the synthetic base of this. I just keep kicking myself for enjoying it so much, but it is what it is, I don't mind synthetics. Synthetics aren't a horrible thing, but when I can actually, pinpoint them out, that's when they drive me nuts. I don't care what you put in there. I don't want to be able to smell them, though. I don't want to smell the chemicals. Here's Rouge Trafalgar, which I think is one of the most authentic strawberry notes. Very fruity. I like this a lot. I've really come around to this. It's super fun. It's super wearable. It's enjoyable. And there is a sugar note in here, but it's not just, a cheap childlike sugar. There's some substance to this, and it kind of matches with the reflection of light. I get a huge reflection of light in there. It's almost like light reflecting onto sugar and just turning it into something you'd find at a runway show. Cocaine, maybe? I'm not sure, but it's really interesting. Like the reflection of light is coming from, the spotlights at a runway show. Rouge Trafalgar was inspired by the runway. It was the Trafalgar girls that would come out in the red dresses at halftime just to put on a little bit of entertainment for the guests. But it's an excellent, kind of like a Nouveau Chypre. It's got a really nice patchouli in the base and a lot of contrast to whatever they're using to replicate oak moss, but really nice. I like this a lot. I've come around. And here's my favorite fragrance of the week. And this shouldn't be a surprise. I've talked about this on my channel enough. And this is a patchouli, earthy, dry, textured patchouli, really nice patchouli, one of my favorites. And an oriental, it's got this nice golden powdery hue to it. Vanilla, musks, white chocolate. It's kind of like a phantom note. There's not really white chocolate in there. It's white chocolate's coming from a combination of that patchouli, the vanilla, and benzoin. So I feel like I get tobacco in here sometimes. I'm not sure what that is, if that's just the dry patch, but again, churchy, smoky, resinous, classy. I can wear this. It's got, for me, many different uses. I can wear it on the night out, the big city with the flashing lights, or I can wear it in the comfort of my own home. It's cozy in that sense. So I can wear it comfortably at home, or I can wear it dressed up going out. Either way, it doesn't make a difference for me. I always enjoy wearing this. I love it. One of my absolute favorites. Always has been, always will. I think I reviewed this going back 4 or 5 years. Got that nice soil. This soil accord, dirt, ground, earth, giving life to the patchouli. That's probably coming from the orris root. Like I said, the exclusives are Study of Iris, and Coromandel's no exception. So there you go. Fragrance of the week, Coromandel. Now, I had a discovery of the week, complete, shocking surprise throwback to 16, 17-year-old Eugene, just kind of started meeting girls and that kind of thing. And I remember there was a girl that I worked with, and she was really attractive. She was tall and lean, had long black flowing hair. She was Maltese, kind of had that sexy gypsy look going on. And we got quite friendly. And this was her signature scent, Obsession for Women. And every time she would walk by, it was like I would get a hit of this, and it would be like crack. It would literally make my knees tremble, and I'd become weak. When her body warmed up, this stuff would throw off like a firecracker. It was insane. So I went into Maximum Fragrance a few days back, and I saw this, and I ran over to pick it up, and I gave it a sniff, and three things happened. Like, it was like, wow, this is like overwhelming. I got to sit down for a second. Three things happened. A rush of memories came back from, 30 years ago. So I had all these thoughts and memories and all this stuff, all these feelings. And then, the second thing that came up for me was the quality of this and what designer fragrances meant in the 80s. Is this in the 80s? Yeah. I think this is an 85 release. 1985. Yeah. 85. Mid 80s. And the difference between, what they were releasing on the drugstore, department store shelves to what they're releasing now is a huge, 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 huge difference. This is an Oriental, it's a Chypre Oriental, I would call it. I get a lot of the mosses, a lot of the patchouli, the ambers, the golden powdery ambers. I get the smoke, the resins, the vanilla, the incense. It's, my goodness, it's insane. Thirdly, I'm not good. What the third thing that came up for me is this reminds me of a niche fragrance that's available today from a very popular French niche house. I'm not going to say the fragrance. If you guys want to guess, that's fine. That sells for $300. So it's a very popular niche fragrance that sells for $300, and this smells like it was the inspiration for that. For a second, I was confused. I was like, why am I smelling that other fragrance while I'm wearing this? It's just like shocking. So if this was released today, it would sell. It would come in a niche bottle and sell for $400. I have no doubt about it. Fragrances were just that much different and that much more special back then than they are today. Insane. This is an older tester bottle. This is not a current release. I told Sam that it was amazing. Like, Samir, like this, I can't believe like I've gone all these years without going back to this. And I just saw it out of the corner of my eye and I gave it a whirl. And Sam's like, if you like it, take it. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to have it. So you can even like look at the color of this perfume. I don't know if the modern stuff comes this dark, but this will stain your clothes. It will literally, I put on a blotter and the blotter turns this color too. It literally stains the blotter. So there you go. Obsession, make you weak in the knees. It did for me. There you go. Fragrance of the week, Coromandel. Discovery of the week, or flashback, throwback, whatever you want to call it. CK Obsession. That was with, who was the model behind this? What was her name? That English girl, the really young one. Her name escapes me right now. But I can't remember. Let me know what you guys were wearing, what stood out for you, what kind of things you are wearing. Always love hearing your comments, love your interaction. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.